All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Hope everybody's having a great. I actually think that it is officially Tuesday now. Late games, man, you know how it always goes. Late nights, man. First of all, let me say for the people that be watching my videos at this late at night, man, thank you guys for the support. I promise you I love you so much for that because I get to know I'm not the only one up so late watching these games, man. But let's talk about it, man. Los Angeles Lakers versus the Utah Jazz. This is a game where both teams were coming off of a loss. Both came off some pretty bad losses. I mean, the Lakers got mollywopped by the Toronto Raptors, and the Utah lost to I think it was Kansas City pretty bad. So both teams came out with that fire. Like we got to get this right. We got to get this right. So let's talk about the Jazz first. First of all, I've said it for a long time, and I'm gonna continue to say it. Donovan Mitchell is a beast. That guy is a beast, and he's obviously, even though he hasn't been in the league, I think, but 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. But he came in this league and he's quickly emerged as the leader of the team. Even a team with the likes of a Mike Conley and a Rudy Gobert, he is clearly the leader, and they follow his lead. And in that first half, he really had it cooking, man. I mean, he had 21 points in that first half, just really going, man, just really going. And you saw it in awe. You was just like, hey, he's their best player. I will say this: in that second half, though, he kind of went cold for about that third quarter. Kind of had like 5 points and throughout. I mean, after that, it was like 5 points, and then in that fourth quarter, when it mattered, man, he stepped it back up again and really tried to bring that thing home for him. And he was pretty good. He was good. Well, first of all, he was great this whole game. I think he ended the game with 33 points. But overall, I mean, the kid's a monster, man. He's a monster, especially down the stretch. You know, there's some people that just got that, when it's game time, let's go. He's one of them. Rudy Gobert had 16 points. I've always been like a low-key, I want to say, I'm not going to make it like I'm a fan of his, but when everyone kind of made him the face of what was going on with the NBA, he owned it, he apologized. And I just didn't feel it was fair to make him the face of it. His action was wrong. He was reckless, but he did make up. I mean, not that he made up for it, but he did own up to his mistakes and move on. And it got rift with his teammates, including the guy I just mentioned, Donovan Mitchell. So but there seemed to be back on good terms. He made the comment and said, "You ain't got to go out with a person every day, just to go out to dinner with a person every day and do all these things to win a championship. We both want the same thing, which is a chip." So Conley quietly had 24 points. I just think that even though Donovan Mitchell is clearly the leader, I think that he has to also play that senior role for this team a little bit more. It seems like his 24 points are quiet, like they're not leading, they're not game changing. But there was 24 points, so you can't poo-poo on that. But overall, it was pretty. I felt like he scored the points, but you didn't feel his presence in the game. And I think he's someone that can really change the complexion of a game when he really get going. But he didn't do that tonight. So, but he did have 24 points. So, you could tell right from the gate that Utah was serious about rebounding from their loss. They came out, and I think they gave it their best shot against the Lakers. I mean, I don't know what more you could ask for it. I think overall the Lakers just a better team. And that kind of showed in this game. But this game was a lot closer than that final score. And this game was back and forth. Like, Utah was up for a while. So, with that being said, man, let me get into my Los Angeles Lakers. First of all, congratulations that we clinched that first seed. The number 1 seed has officially been clinched by the Los Angeles Lakers. So, I mean, that's good. But Anthony Davis tonight, let's talk about Anthony Davis. Because, he had a high 42 points. He was dominant. throughout the first 3 quarters of that game. But he understands the importance of being aggressive. And obviously, Frank Vogel has definitely told him, if we're going to get where we need to go, we need you to be more aggressive. And he came out tonight and was more aggressive. I think you're going to need that. Now, but I got to say this. I got to say it. I need some of him to say some of that for the fourth quarter, because I don't know where this man going in the fourth quarter. Like, in the fourth quarter, just seemed like he disappears. The first game against the Clippers, 2 points in the fourth quarter. I think the game against the Raptors, he had no points in the fourth quarter. And then tonight, I can't remember exactly how many he had, but he made a big shot down the end and another shot in our fourth quarter. But I need full dominance. Like, continue to dominate in that fourth quarter too. But if you notice the roles, I think LeBron has picked up on the fact that Anthony Davis might not. He'll get us through these first 3, but I got to be that guy in the fourth. And I think that's kind of what's happening with like this Batman and Robin thing going on with them right now. And that's fine, but the only issue I have with that is that, you know, sometimes you got to get in your rhythm. You can't just turn it on in the fourth quarter all the time. And the team just fall back and rely on that. So with LeBron, you know, trying to turn it on in the fourth after getting everyone shot up in the first 3, it's sort of like that he's just trying to say, all right, Anthony Davis, just keep it in. I'm gonna bring us home. That's good, but I feel like LeBron got to get in some rhythm early as well. Like, you know, I'm watching him play, and I'm like, he got to get a rhythm early, so in that fourth quarter he could really dominate. Because I haven't seen. I mean, he made those key shots, but we haven't seen a LeBron game that we're used to, a dominant LeBron game yet. Like, he defensively, he been a lot better, but this new philosophy is the version's still out on that for me. JaVale, like last game, I think the last game he didn't have a point. This game he only shot 1 time, 0 for 1, no points. It's like, yo, when you in there, my man, you gotta do something. I'm saying this because I'm a fan of JaVale, and I think JaVale could really affect the game. I went from the person screaming about he need to get more minutes to, like, at least shoot the ball, my guy. Like, because I think he's one of those talented guys that can really get going and can really be a difference maker. But it's got to be a ongoing thing with JaVale. You need to see it more consistently. Like, he took 1 shot, and I get it. You know, he don't play a whole lot of minutes, but when he's in there, I want him to be a little bit more aggressive. And my last point that I want to make, man, is it can't just be the LeBron AD show. Danny Green, my man, I don't know what happened to your 3-point shooting. You need to go find that. All right, we're gonna need it down the stretch. Waiters, you know, he's got some instant offense, but he also, he's sometimes just jack up some shots, kind of throw the rhythm off a little bit. Over and all, man, that bench got to play better if we want to get to the ultimate goal, which is hold that championship up, baby. He got to play a little better with that. So that's my take, man. Utah Jazz versus the Lakers. Lakers clinched that first seed. Congratulations. But it's more work to be done. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, and you guys be great.